Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Admiral Pegasus, and on today's show, as you can see, yes, Territory Capture Season 2 is coming. So these are the patch notes I woke up to this morning and was not expecting them, but I suppose they had to drop something at some point. So let's jump in, see what they're actually doing this month, well, should we say for the next season. So it's all going to kick off on the 23rd. Based on our feedback, there have been some changes. So the start date is going to be the 23rd of January. There will be a 2-hour maintenance for the various changes made to Season 2. So obviously ignore the time unless you are in California or on the west coast of America. Obviously these will be around about the usual time for you. Hopefully out in editing I would have put some times up for you. So Season 2 is going to see the Monavine Construction Yard moved over to the T2 sectors, which is great because it means more players will have access to these. Obviously, it's still limited to the alliances that actually get territory. Bear in mind as well, you could end up potentially with 2 of these depending on how your alliance goes after sectors. So these are the sectors. It's going to be Zain, Habushian, Vantar, Hojast, Abalak, Tereza, Deportus, Bimzar, Brajik, Baran, Avanci, and Rosha. It looks like we own the bottom 2 on this list. So we'd have to seriously consider about do we still need it. But there have also been some changes made to T3 sectors. Obviously, everything's going to get reset. So plan out where you need to go and what you need to do. So the T3 sectors. Everything in bold is what's changing. The ISS Jellyfish Constructor and the Metron Particle Generator will remain the same in every single T3 sector. So Makala is going to have a damage and an advanced damage enhancer and a chronometric particle generator. Nimue is going to have the repairs and the advanced repairs with the Monavine Construction Yard. Flawless will have an officer advancement and an officer enhancer and an advanced officer enhancer. Believe me now, there's a bit of a tongue twist for this morning. And the Monavine Construction Yard. Corva is what we own. It's going to have a mining enhancer and an advanced mining enhancer and the chronometric particle generator. Given the fact that Corva is a ore-based material, I'm going to guess that the mine enhancer will actually be ore. It would make logical sense, but then again, Scopely is not very logical. Brelan will have a hull enhancer, an advancing hull enhancer, as well as a chronometric particle generator. And Barossa will have the shield enhancer and the Monavine Construction Yard. Obviously, that's going to be good for your PvE, your Armadas, and your PvP as well. Both the hull and the shield enhancers. So I can imagine certain alliances going after those two. They might even try and do both at the same time. Isogen nodes are also receiving an upgrade, given the fact that higher levels have to mine an incredibly large amount of isogen just to do their pulls. Obviously, that's if they're doing the 4 pulls. I do 4 pulls every single day. So mining for me, 1.2 million ISO 3 only just covers my dailies. So obviously having that extra on the node would be nice. So as you can see, they are going to all increase by 2.5 times. So 250% increase. So that 400,000 ISO 3 node will increase to 10,000, I'm going to guess. Sorry, it's going to increase to 1 million. Sorry, I will get my numbers right. 10 million. So yeah, that's the kind of increase that we're potentially looking at. It could actually be more along the lines of 14 million, given the fact it says 2.5 times. But are they going to keep the original size and add it back on top? I do not know. So I'm just going to say, as a caveat here, it's going to be they're going to be 1 million nodes. Obviously, ISO 2, sorry, will see up to 750,000. And ISO 1 will go up to 500,000, 500,000. So that's my take on that particular point. So hopefully we'll actually see what's going to happen. Obviously, you will need to completely refresh every single Isogen node in your territory to see these new things. They will not come straight away. So my best advice will be is before the game goes down, get as many miners on those Isogen nodes in your territory as possible and drain them. Literally drain every single one of them. So that means when the territories come around, you can come off the nodes after the maintenance. The new nodes are there ready in case your alliance goes after those sectors again. So that would be my best advice. Obviously, my allergies are really flaring up this morning. The maintenance is taking place on a Tuesday. We all know that there's no TCs on a Tuesday, so which means the first of these is going to be Wednesday, when everyone starts to get going again. Sorry, just give me a second. Sorry about that. Yes, I have taken antihistamines. Unfortunately, they take a little bit to kick in with me. But anyway, so update to the season pass rewards. As you can see, that we're going to have some updates to the season pass, which is coming around. And what we're going to get out of this, as usual, is the chronometric particles, which we saw every single day. I've only just started to eat into mine to do some extra research, which increases my cost efficiency on Isogen, because I'm currently working on, well, actually, I'm pretty much now out, except for when I jump into the game this morning, which I haven't done yet. Yes, I'm recording this video before I've even jumped into the game. So obviously when I pull my chest, I'll get a little bit more Isogen back, but that's it. I'm pretty much out of ISO emulsion, so I'm going to have to spend some time resetting all that, so it's back to probably the away teams for me for research. But chronometric particles will be coming in. I could potentially deplete some of them, actually. Enterprise E officer sourcing. Now, I do not know if this is going to be a solid. Obviously, I just dropped that video on officer sourcing. I'm not, excuse me, my God, I'm really being hit with things this morning. I'm not going to consider this as permanent sourcing for the Enterprise E officers. I presume Scopely will drop something into the game inside the next 6 months, as a guess. I'm not guaranteeing anything. So, more Syndicate XP, which is always a bonus. I mean, I've just got level 30, so which means now my power steel generators, A and B, are actually now providing some benefit. The bulk cube upgrades and research materials will also be available, and there'll be much more. So, that's the end of the notes. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Now, there is one thing I will throw in here that they haven't said, is about events. That they've not mentioned what events we're going to have this season. So, to me, that basically means we're just going to have that same old event that we had last month, which is pretty much just sitting there gathering points. So, are they going to throw something else in? I really do not know. I hope they do, because it's a little bit boring just sending all 6 of my ships there to sit there for half an hour to an hour. So, but I mean, these territory times, in my opinion, need to be reduced, because they are way too long. Why do you need an hour to fight over a T3 sector? 20 minutes should be more than sufficient. 10 minutes for ISO 1, 20 minutes for ISO 2, sorry, so 15 minutes for ISO 2, sorry, yeah, and 20 minutes for ISO 3. What's wrong with that? Make it a more quicker, intense fight. So, but maybe that's something that you'd like to see. Tell you what do you think about the timers on the territories? Let me know in the comment section down below. But until then, I will just say as well that there will be no live stream. Any live stream that I was thinking about doing this weekend, sadly, is not going to happen, as my partner is currently in hospital, having suffered a TIA. For those of you who don't know what that is, basically it's a very mild form of a stroke. Luckily, she's actually all right. Don't think there's any lasting damage, but obviously they're keeping her in for observation at current, so I don't know if she's coming home today or tomorrow, so there will be no live stream because obviously when she comes home, I need to make sure that she's all right. So I will try and aim for potentially Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on how things play out this weekend. But until then, I best off dash because I've got two rowdy children who need sorting out while they're singing to The Greatest Showman. Yeah, apparently a million dreams for the world they're going to make. But anyway, I'm Admiral Pegasus. This is the Pegasus Show. Thank you for joining me. Stay safe, live long and prosper, and I shall catch you on the next one. Goodbye.